tests and quizzes in SAKAI, that it's quick and dirty. It's not elegant by any means. It's a big time saver for me. Maybe it helps somebody else. So if you're in a situation, let me share this screen real quick, where you're writing a test or quiz in SAKAI. First of all, you start over here where it says tests and quizzes for whatever class you're choosing. If you don't have this over here, you just go to site info, and then you want to edit tools and make sure that you have a thing on here that says tests and quizzes checked. That means for whatever site you're using, you can put a test or quiz on there. But this is primarily designed to show you if you're building an assessment from markup text. First thing you need to do is give it a title. So this is just the YouTube demo. Create using markup text. Don't worry about the assessment type. Demo. Doesn't matter what the assessment type is. You hit create. And now you put your description here, words, and then here's where you would normally start if you're writing a SAKAI quiz from markup text. You might start by saying, okay, first of all, you need to use a number, and there's specific syntax over here that tells you how to write these things. But you would say you start with the number, and you say 1, it's worth 1 point. Then you write the question, so 1 + 1 is, and then you have to come up with the number of choices. And then the one that you want to be the correct answer, you put an asterisk in front of, and then you continue going. Let's say this one is worth 10 points, 2 +, well, you get the idea. And then you repeat this over and over and over again, 2 +, and then just say no, show you what this looks like. You've been here before if you're looking at this video, so skip ahead like 30 seconds and you'll get what you need. But then this is what it provides you. It says you get 2 multiple choice questions. One's worth 1 point, one's worth 10 points. That's the correct answer. That's the correct answer. Boom, you can create the assessment. And that's really tedious if you're trying to do a number of questions, having to go through all that. So all I did was created an Excel tool, which I'll show you here. Which the file is linked in the description below. So for example, this is the file you'll see. It's a really basic Excel file. The only 2 tabs you really need to worry about, like I said, it's dirty. There's extra things in here that's just how I made it easier. It's not spectacular, but it might help. Anyway. Here's what you got. If you want to have a question in the input matrix tab, you have question number, and that just autofills. Point value, if you want the point to be question be worth 1, you want it to be 10, whatever you want the point value to be, type here. Then your question text, so 1 + 1 is, 1 - 1 is, whatever you want your questions to be. And you can fill in however many questions you want, another one, so on and so on. But then here's where it starts to, you have to have a little bit more input. Columns D through I. I only made it to accommodate 6 multiple choice options. If you get the logic of the book and you want to make it bigger, good for you. But you put in your options in the order you want them displayed. For example, 0, 2, and 2. Those are the 3 options that will be given. Which is the correct one? Well, the correct response is C. That's option C. And we'll see in a moment how that works in here. Second question, 1 - 1 is nothing, 0 and 0. And I did this deliberately to demonstrate one of the flaws in here, but you can just get around it by typing the word 0. The correct responses here are A, B, and C. What this does essentially is it, through some nonsense in here, whatever, creates output text here. Use this filter, only select the things you keep, and then you'll see that you have question text here, which you can then copy into SAKAI. Right now, we see there's something missing here. And the problem is listed in the text here. Still have a problem on workhorse for questions whose answer is 0. So I just 0 as opposed to 0. You use the word 0 here. It happens there. Like I said, it's dirty. It's not intended to be special. It's just really efficient if you have a whole bunch of quizzes to generate. So as opposed to writing 0 here, maybe apostrophe 0 works a little better. Looks like it does. So hey, if you want to put an actual 0 there, use the apostrophe. It tells Excel that you're looking at text. At this point, just make sure you select the filter that says keep, and then copy down all the text that you need here. Remember, in the input matrix, I just was typing a question, but didn't put a point value on it. Output stuff here. It's going to be a two-question quiz test. Once that's filtered to keep, I copy this stuff. I could throw it into a. See what I'm doing here. Copy and just paste it into Notepad. Now I have that formatting text exactly how I want it. I come back to the project here. You know what? I don't like that. Let me go back. And now I can paste whatever I've generated right there. Creates me a 2-question multiple choice test. In this case, I have multiple correct answers to that question. I can create the assessment. And now I have a means by which I can rapidly generate long multiple choice quizzes for SAKAI. I hope that helped you out.